Everybody, welcome to another exciting installment of Wrestling Rampage.
Of what? Of what? Speak up. Lose your voice? You get the hell out of the video. 5 questions with Wrestling Rampage, right? Right? Yeah. Here we are, 5 questions, but we got 6 questions for you guys. And before we do get started with that, we want to thank you guys so much. We have hit 600 subscribers right here on YouTube.
Yeah, 600 subscribers!
600! So thank you very much for that. We appreciate that big time. I mean, you don't really think you're going to get that far, or that many people's going to watch, or anything like that, right? First questions, the first 5 questions are asked by Tez Johnson.
Tez Johnson.
Tez Johnson. So we're going to go ahead and answer all 5 of these. First question is, if Jim Cornette returned, who would you like to see him manage?
The Revival.
The Revival. Alright. Pops, if you're going to speak.
AJ Styles, well, the list goes on. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens.
Well, he hates Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hates him.
I really think the guy that could really use something would be Sami Zayn. Because that poor guy's frowned in like a motherfucker. And it's not because he don't have no talent, it's because WWE don't know how to use the man.
I'd have to go with Tommy as answer. The Revival, I think he would be a perfect fit for them. Most definitely. And, you know, if I'd have to come up with another person, it'd be kind of like maybe back when he was managing Yokozuna. You know, it's better if Yoko didn't talk. And I think it would be the better way if Braun Strowman didn't talk either. Maybe Jim Cornette did the talking for him. You know, I think that might be good.
Well, who's going to stop? Who would stop Braun Strowman from talking? Well, that's another one. Who would stop him from talking?
Next question. If Bobby the Brain Heenan returned, who would you like to see him manage? Now, see, the bad thing is about Bobby. Bobby is in such bad shape right now.
Yeah, Bobby Heenan. Now, if you're talking about old Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, if you're talking about, you know, the younger day back in the 80s, Bobby Heenan.
But nowadays, Bobby Heenan can't.
He can't really talk. You know, he did have throat cancer, and just a sad way to see such a talented
One of the greatest managers of all time.
in such a bad, stage of health. But who would you like to see Bobby Heenan manage?
Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Not Jim Cornette, because Jim Cornette's a tag team guy.
Well, I mean, he managed.
In my opinion.
He managed Bulldog and Owen and Yokozuna.
Well, see, in my opinion, when he was with Bulldog and Owen, they didn't need no man. And Yoko, he had Mr. Fuji. So.
Well, he didn't speak English either. That's why they had to bring in Jim Cornette to be the American spokesperson.
I'm just saying. You know, in my opinion, I had to have Bobby Heenan manage Braun Strowman.
Pops.
I think with Bobby Heenan, I think maybe the Revival could use him. I think a lot of other tag teams could use him. I think a lot of other single wrestlers could use him. Because Bobby Heenan is not only a great manager, he's a great mind in the ring. He knew exactly when to do something, when not to do something, and sometimes that's what you need. I mean, like he said before, it's only cheap if you get caught.
Right off the bat, the person I can think of the most that would benefit from Bobby Heenan managing him would be Bobby Roode. You know, because he has that Ric Flair-esque, and it'd be, you know, how he was the manager of Ric Flair in the early '90s in WWF.
Hell, and the stuff he did in the AWA with Nick Bockwinkel.
I'd say Bobby Roode. Next question: did you guys want to see a third match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon in a ladder match, but for this time for the WWE Championship?
Well, Razor Ramon to me was just Intercontinental Champion status. To me, I'd never seen him as a WWE Champion. I just seen him as middle of the road, mid card Intercontinental Champion. I didn't see Razor Ramon. I'm sorry, I like Scott. You know, I'm just saying, I didn't see him being a main eventer.
You never did?
No. I never seen him being a main eventer. Maybe Intercontinental and tag. That's all I seen him do. That's all he's good for. I will see him. I remember he main evented a fucking Super Brawl with Sting, and that match was the shit.
So you wouldn't want to see him?
No.
Would you want to see another ladder match between them?
Nah, I seen enough Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon ladder matches.
Yeah, they had one at
they had one at WrestleMania 10. They had one at SummerSlam. So I seen enough.
Oh yeah. Pops.
I would assume that we're talking about if they were young again, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would assume that right there because it'd be absolutely ridiculous now.
Well, actually, I don't really think they want to see Shawn come out as the Colonel Sanders.
Here's
Well, I like to see the Scott Hall that he came for that independent show.
Yeah, right there. Book it, Tommy. We're going to have Colonel Sanders, Shawn Michaels, versus Razor Ramon when he threw that shitty ass
Discus punch.
Discus punch. There you go.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
You got to make sure he has the bracelet on too.
Yeah, you gotta have the hospital bracelet.
I really don't think
I love you, Scott.
that it would, you know, if it would be possible because number one, Shawn Michaels was so lit up on pills and fucking Razor Ramon, he was a drunk. So what?
He was fucked up on pills as well.
So what do you?
Remember his breakfast to champions. It's vodka for breakfast.
Yeah. So what are you gonna see? A bunch of guys out there flipping, flopping, probably wouldn't know which end of the ladder to climb. So no, I wouldn't want to see it. Not that I'm saying that their match wasn't great. It was great. But would I want to see it again? No. Sorry.
I'm going to have to agree with you guys as well. I wouldn't want to see another ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. Even at that time, I still wouldn't have after SummerSlam. Because there is so much you can do.
Yeah, in a ladder match.
In a ladder match with two people that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
So, two is good enough. That's why everything.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen enough of the Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon ladder match.
Yeah. Why do you think they only had TLC 1 and 2?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna have another. No. I mean, I don't know. I thought Razor could have been WWE champion, but I don't think he would have been a good WWE champion. Kind of like Diesel.
Well, I'm sorry.
I think he could have been, but I don't think he would have been.
I consider
a great
Scott
champion.
Hall as good Intercontinental champion and tag team. That's because I remember he was teaming with 1, 2, 3 Kid for a little bit at that time. Sean Waltman, who sucks.
Nobody wanted to team with 1, 2, 3 Kid, or the Cannonball Kid, the Kamikaze Kid, or whatever his fucking name was back then.
He had 10,000 of them.
He did.
I mean, could he been? Maybe, but I'm like Tommy. I really don't think he could have been. I mean, they could have pushed him and gave him the title, but how good a champion would he have been? Is what I'm looking at.
Well, I mean, if you go back and watch his WrestleMania 9 match with goddamn Bob Backlund.
That match was shit.
That match fucking sucked. But fourth question. Are you surprised Vader isn't in the Hall of Fame?
Well, Vader will be in the Hall of Fame eventually. So,
Dead or alive.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I like Vader. But how does he know that he only has a year or two to live? You can't plan that. The brother upstairs plans that.
Well,
so how can you really confirm?
Well,
that?
I mean, doctors could give you a general thing.
But see, even the doctors are wrong big part of the time. I'm being honest. You know, how do you gonna know you're gonna live in a year or 2 years? You don't know that. But sometimes not even the doctor knows that. So how does Vader not know that? You know.
Well, let's look at his credentials. You know.
Well, let's look at his credentials. He's a former WCW World Champion. He wrestled in Japan. Didn't do shit in WWF, which wasn't his fault.
Well, let's just say Sean killed that right off the bat.
There you go.
He did.
Sean with his pissy, fucking moody, prima donna, fucking gay ass. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Sean was a prick. He was a piece of fucking shit. And I'm glad his eyes are googly. I'm
glad he falls asleep at Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he fell asleep at the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he did. You know, I'm sorry. I think Vader will be in the Hall of Fame eventually, but that's all I got to say about that.
All right, Forrest Gump, what do you have to say?
I think he'll be in there. Probably, like I said, it'll probably after he's dead. But the thing of it is, though, will they put him in? That's what I'm worried about. Will they actually put him in? Because, you know, some of them, you know, they'll bypass some and bring somebody else in.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. I know that Boss Man is in the Hall of Fame. What title did he ever win? Now, I'm not saying Boss Man wasn't a great wrestler or anything, or I didn't like the Big Boss Man. But he never really held
you don't need
title.
titles to get in the Hall of Fame.
I know
Come
that.
on, look at Coco Beware, for God's sake.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't have
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was never WWF champion, never Intercontinental champion.
And you can also look at the celebrities when they hold a title. Never, they shouldn't even be there. I've had this discussion before.
David Arquette was WCW champion.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
He probably will be.
Let's just be honest. We're like, when it comes down to the celebrities, if Snoop Dogg could get in, and fucking Drew Carey, and fucking Donald Trump, if they can get in, a fucking shoe in for fucking David Arquette and Snooki. All right.
Yeah, Snooki's there. That only did one appearance. Stayed about 3 minutes in the ring, and that was about it.
Oh, my tag in Trish.
Yeah,
she's gonna work the match.
Yeah, but like I said, you know, I like Vader. I thought he was a talented wrestler. But it's like I said, whoever they put in, it really ain't that left to us. They'll put whoever they want in. Of course, the back trail tells that one. But I hope he does get in. And I think Shawn Michaels did a fucking fucked him up pretty bad with that damn dumb shit. So, Sean, he pulled your fucking hair too hard. He hit you too hard.
Goddamn, that's Vader. He roughs up everybody. Get used to it, you fucking
But let me tell you something, what Jim Cornette always said, it ain't ballet, sister.
You know, just like, what was it?
And he was supposed to be WWF champion.
You remember when he took on, Flair?
Yeah.
and fucking Vader's wailing on him, and you see Harvey over there, fight back, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what Riddler said in one of the interviews.
Yeah. Harvey's too stiff with it. Fight back, you bitch.
So I believe Vader should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he was going to be WWF champion if it wasn't for fucking Holy Hickenbottom.
Holy Hickenbottom.
No, yeah, Sean was not going to drop that belt to him.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, but he'll definitely drop that title to Sid, though.
Diesel and everybody else too. But well, I don't see how Sid had a career that he did at that point.
I don't know either.
But
you know, it's just like I said. You know, things happen in you know, in the day. You know, the world of wrestling, things happen that shouldn't happen.
let us know in the comments below if you guys think Vader deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Next question. What did you guys think about the Lion's Den match?
Remember they did, what, 2?
I think so.
And that was one with Owen Hart and Ken Shamrock. I think that was SummerSlam 98. And then they did another one, SummerSlam, I think 99, with Steve Blackman and Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
I think both matches were horrible, so that's just me.
Pretty much what it was a
All
little
it was
mini
was
octagon.
Yeah, all it was
Well,
was...
actually
all it was a
circle.
rip-off of UFC, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And to me, I ain't a big fan of those matches anyway. I think the Lions Den matches are stupid.
Well, actually, it wasn't even really an octagon. It was more like a fucking round circle thing, you know? I'm sitting there
Like
like,
a cage on it.
So this is the Lions Den, huh?
I thought the match was stupid. I didn't like it.
Well, see, you know, I mean, you could go to the Lions Den, the porn shop, the Lions Den.
Not too far from us, I might say.
No, really, I think the Lions Den match is stupid. That's just me.
I never really got into it. You know, at that point, UFC was coming up at that point. You know, people were getting behind it and everything like that. And they were like, well, you know, this is going to be a new combat type of, you know, it's going to overtake wrestling type thing. And, you know, it was gaining some traction. And, of course, people love it with Ken Shamrock, mainly, coming from the UFC to WWE, I guess. I don't know. It just wasn't my style of
It wasn't my type of. It wasn't my favorite match, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. I thought the Lions Den matches were stupid.
Didn't they have something that was almost like that too, but it had Owen Hart, like the dungeon match?
Oh yeah, but this time they were in Stu Hart's dungeon.
Yeah, I mean, but they had the same rule that applied to it for some odd reason. I didn't understand that, but.
That right there kind of, I mean, it's kind of, it put me in the kind of say that elimination chamber bit to me. I mean, look, you know, it was circled just like the elimination chamber. That was what it kind of put me in the mind of, and I'm like, well, what's the difference between this kind of match and the elimination chamber match? I mean, the basic rules were about the same. So, you know, it really didn't make no difference to me.
I wasn't a big fan of the Lions Den match at all. I didn't think it was needed then. Listen, if you want to do UFC, go in UFC, alright?
And don't bring it to fucking wrestling.
And
that's why I don't like Brock Lesnar. He does this UFC shit, and I think it's stupid. See, I hate the UFC people that come to WWE thinking they're going to beat somebody, and they ain't going to be shit. You know, look at Ken Shamrock's career in WWE. Look at Dan Severn. They deserved everything they got when they came to WWE.
The cool thing is, I like Dan Severn. I always did, for some odd reason. I always did. Badass theme, too.
Well, yeah, but he was the shits in WWE. Yeah, but he was the shits. He was boring watching paint dry. His fucking flimsy mustache.
The Tom Selleck mustache.
Yeah, fucking Ken Shamrock to me was boring too. Because I'm sorry, I don't like that type of shit.
Hey, Ken Shamrock was a tag team champion. He was an Intercontinental champion.
Well, one of the greatest.
And he was King of the Ring.
Yeah, well, look what happened to his career when he won King of the Ring. Nothing.
Well, I'm just saying.
And I'm saying too.
Well,
he didn't do diddly shit when he was King of the Ring.
And then Steve Blackman, you know, he was a multiple-time hardcore champion.
Really,
well, hardcore title flips around like
you really
that.
Can't.
People change underwear.
You really can't say it in a way about King of the Ring anymore. I mean, those for the last few people that had got it. I mean, it never brightened their career. So
not since 2006 with Booker T. It hasn't really highlighted anything.
Maybe that's how come they just cut it completely out because it wasn't no good to nobody anyway.
And the last question is asked by Legend Killer 1. What do you think about the damage to Houston, Texas caused by Hurricane Harvey? Well, of course we live in Kentucky. We don't get hurricanes. we don't live by a body of water.
Yeah.
We just get the little math that comes through.
Now
like the hurricane did.
When Hurricane Harvey did hit, we got really bad heavy rain.
Yeah, we got we got heavy
for,
rain. We got
for
we
what,
got
like 2 days?
Yeah, we got
it non-stop raining for about 2 days.
and terrible wind gusts.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I heard that it destroyed a lot of things down there. You know, people's homes are gone and everything, and I feel sorry for that. Caused a lot of deaths, I'm pretty sure, and my great goes to the family there. I'm very sorry, and you know, tragedy strikes, and you really don't know which way to go or how to turn or how to you know to say, you know, about the only thing you can say is you're sorry. That's it.
You know, I know that WWE done some stuff with it. I know that Mark Henry's been helping with certain things, and Booker T as well. You know, they do live in Houston, and so I mean they are doing a few things down there. But yeah, I mean, I seen some of the stuff on the news and Facebook. You know, a lot of damage. Water was really high and everything else. I mean, and then we got the new hurricane coming too. You know, going to hit Florida.
Going to hit Florida now. But,
So
you know, it's supposed to be the way I got it. It's supposed to be more massive. Now, you know, if the hurricane, you know, in Texas, you know,
did all that damage.
yeah,
what's this
going to do in Florida? I mean, it's supposed to be more massive. I'm pretty sure. Yes, we're going to get an effect of it. I know that because you know a hurricane just don't fizzle out. It just loses strength as it moves along. So you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to feel the effect of it here.
But Tommy.
Well, like I said, it's tragic. Everyone in Texas, Houston, lost all their homes and lost everything, and it's pretty sad. But they are getting some help there. So you know, they're having some relief funds and all that stuff coming in and giving them food and everything. So and saving their lives. You know, getting some of the survivors out. And, you know, but here's the thing. There's some things that pisses me off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is some of these internet people fucking make memes of this shit. Of fucking tragedy. And try to make it as a funny. There's nothing funny about that.
There's nothing funny about people losing.
There's nothing funny about people making fucking memes about fucking of shit like that. That pisses me off. And people to make fun of something like that. People lost their homes, and people fucking will make a fucking meme about it. Give me a fucking break. People like that deserve to fucking burn in hell, in my fucking opinion.
Well,
And the people that make memes about it, fuck you. You fucking jock sniffing motherfuckers.
People has people I feel, you know, has no taste. You know, they have no feelings.
They have no people that do that have no fucking heart, in my opinion. They're fucking don't deserve to breathe fucking air, in my opinion. So I feel sorry for the people in Houston. You know, it's sad, but hopefully they can get the city of Houston back and running again.
Yep.
So
yeah, maybe the Texans can do something.
Yeah, maybe the city of Houston, maybe the Houston Rockets can win an NBA championship for the state of Texas, or the Houston Texans can go to the playoffs and finally win a few.
Maybe.
You know? Maybe.
But, you know, tragic strikes, and you know, just got to be the best you can, and you know, kind of, you know, look forward, you know, to maybe things looking better. It's not easy, but you know, you got to put your mind back on track and try to get yourself straightened out.
And that was 5 questions with Wrestling Rampage. Feel free, you guys can ask us questions anytime you guys want to. And you can do that through our social media with Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2, or if you have me or Tommy on Facebook, Tommy and Joey Flatt, FLATT, gray-headed Pops. Well,
you don't have social media.
He doesn't have social media, but
Don't believe in it.
but you guys can do that as well. You guys can do it on our Twitter @WrestleRampage. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to one of the best damn wrestling YouTube channels going today, Wrestling Rampage. Tommy.
If you don't subscribe right here to Wrestling Rampage, then I guess you just don't know wrestling.